Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I just finished watching this new series. It's on Peacock. Well, it's not new. No, it is new. It's first season. It's called All Her Fault. Okay. Now, I had no idea at first what it was about. And I'm like, what did she do? What is all her fault? Okay, did she do it for good reasons or bad reasons? What is going on? So when I went into watching it, I had no idea what the plot was. I just kept seeing posts on social media about it. I said, oh, let me go watch it. Okay, so let's get into this show. Okay, now I am here. Hey, y'all make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for all the other content I do. Again, I am on here reviewing shows, talking gossip or whatever, hot topics, documentaries, okay, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay. But today we're here for All Her Fault, a series recap review. Now I didn't take any notes because I didn't feel like it, okay. I just watched all 8 episodes, and I was like, for a long time watching, I was like, I have no idea who did it. In my head, everyone was guilty. The mama, the daddy, the police officer, and detective, the neighbor, the handicapped brother, the addicted sister, the gambling friend. Okay, it was so much going on. I thought the nanny was in on it. Why would okay? You did not know nothing. So this story starts out, and we see the mama. Okay, mama named Madeline. So Madeline goes, no, it's Marissa. It's Marissa. So Marissa's the redhead in the white shirts. Her friend is Jenny. Okay, played by Dakota Fanning. Now, a friend eventually, because the mama goes to a house to pick up her son. Okay. And I'm like, why are you going to a stranger's house that you don't know to pick up your kid? I was confused. But again, oh, my nanny has the son, the nanny friend has the son, the nanny dropped the son off to someone's house and blah, 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 blah. Okay. And the mama allowed her son to go on a play date with a classmate's son, even though she had never like really been to their house. So she gets to the lady house. This is older woman. She's like, no, ain't no kids here. Maybe at the wrong address. So the mama checks her phone. Was like, well, no. She said come to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sycamore Lane. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Sycamore, right? Well, yeah, but there are no children here. So the old lady said, come on in, let's get it figured out. Okay. Nice old lady. She calls the mama of the other kid. Okay, she calls the Dakota Fanny, okay, aka Jenny. Hey Jenny, I'm at the address you gave me, like what's going on? And she's like, your son ain't with me. I'm at work. What do you mean? Okay. Come to find out, somebody texted her acting like Jenny, setting up a fake play date, and she had no idea where her child was. And I was like, first of all, my child is missing. I'm going to go crazy. What do you mean you never texted me? What do you mean you have no idea where my son, where's your child at? Now, her son was where he was supposed to be, okay? But the mama's son, he's missing, okay? So I said, okay, this is the missing child story. I'm like, well, clearly Jenny ass then kidnapped her son and she's being fake about it because why was somebody fake like it's you? It was weird, okay? So the police is now involved and we know little Milo is missing. Okay, we don't know who has them. I kept thinking it has to be Jenny. Because who else could it be? Okay. So Detective Man and his partner, missing little white boy, okay, Frederick mother. And the mom, like, oh my God, I didn't check to be sure the phone number I got the text from was actually from the mama. I was too busy and just did not look at it. Okay. So I don't know where my son is. Oh wait, there's a tracker in the backpack. Oh, the tracker's off. We can't track him. Hey husband, where Is he with you? He's like, well, no, he ain't with you. He ain't at home. What do you mean? I don't have him. He's missing. Okay, we'll find him. So, okay, again, missing kid. Police is now on it because he's missing. He isn't with the sitter. Okay, the text that came in is not from the lady. So, mama and daddy are now frantically like, okay, where's the kid? What's going on? We don't know what's happening, and we kind of see how the father is kind of blaming the mama. Oh, because she know what schedule and I be busy. And I love the cop said, well, sir, what do you know? Do you know what he was wearing today? Okay, were you at home all the time? Okay, meaning don't try to plan your wife. What do you do on a regular day? Okay, so mama and daddy, aka Marissa and Peter, are now the parents of a missing, like he's like 5 or 6 years old. The Milo was missing. Again, we now know the text she got was fake. Okay, where's your sitter? They find their babysitter's phone at their house. Oh my God, our babysitter has stolen the baby. Where the fuck is the baby? Okay, what is going on? I don't know what's happening. I need some water. Can someone fix it? Okay, so again, mama, daddy, Marissa, Peter. Okay, now we then meet the other cast of people, mainly his sister. Okay, so his sister, his brother, and then their close friend. I said, oh Lord, it's only one black person. I was like, oh God, please don't tell me that for some reason this black man has kidnapped a white baby. No. Okay, again, we find out that Peter's sister is a like 3-time rehab graduate. Okay, she's a drug addict. Okay, his brother is handicapped. He is in a wheelchair, but he also has like a walker or whatever. He it was an accident when it was kids. Okay, some kind of way they run around playing or whatever. The sister chasing the little brother. He trips and falls, fucks himself up. He's now handicapped for the rest of his life. So she's guilty because I handicapped my brother. Now I'm a drug addict for guilt. Okay. And then the brother, the missing son daddy, Peter, is I'm gonna just hold it all together. Okay, I'm gonna help my drug addicted sister. I'm going to help my handicapped brother. He lives here. I pay him to do a job or whatever. Everyone needs me. So hey, brother, I need you to be the handicapped brother so I can help you. It helps me focus. Okay, sister, I need you to be the addict because it helps me focus. Because again, my son is missing. And then friend, okay, played by Jay Ellis, his name was Colin. So it's Colin, Leah, and Brian. Okay, Colin a friend, Leah the sister, and then Brian the other brother who happens to be handicapped. And there, I'm like, something is up. It's a weird vibe. I'm like, somebody lying about something. So it's like everyone in this show has some kind of lie, and it's nothing worse than having a lie with a missing baby. Because you lying about the missing baby? Did you kidnap the baby? Did you sell him for drugs? Were you upset because your leg don't work and you killed my son? Okay. Are you upset because you're a black man in a white world and you're unhappy? Who got my kid? Okay. We then see, boom, there's nannies. Okay. So the mama had a nanny and Dakota Fanning had a nanny. Okay. These are the nannies. Okay. The pink shirt lady is Milo's nanny. The other girl is Jenny's nanny. Okay. Come to find out, their nanny has been hanging out with the green shirt nanny. Okay. Green shirt nanny likes hanging out with Milo, whatever. Oh yeah, we would go to the ice cream shop and stuff. And I'm like, why would you have my child around somebody who I had not cleared? Now again, I know in life some nannies hang out, because we both watching children. So yeah, if sometimes the nannies get the kids together, but it felt like their nanny was hanging out with the other nanny, and the parents did not know their kids were hanging out together. But in hindsight, I'm like, Nanny, you're wrong because why are you having my child around someone I have no idea about? Okay, so that thing was crazy within itself. So there, Nanny, like I left my phone here. I don't have Milo. I have no idea. The school then say, "Oh, old girl picked them up." Well, who was old girl? What do you mean, old girl? Who is old girl? Old girl is Carrie. Green shirts. Green shirt nanny. Let me skip over. Green shirt nanny is Jenny's nanny. Okay, so now red haired mama son is missing. My nanny was hanging out with your nanny. Okay, your nanny picked my child up from school when she never should have because she's not my fucking nanny. And now my son is missing, and we now know more than likely your nanny kidnapped my child. Okay, so now redhead mama is like, oh my God, oh my God. But redhead mama never felt like upset with blonde hair mama. Okay, she was not. She just, I want my child back. I don't care about the fuss and cuss. I don't blame you because blonde hair mama was like, she felt as if, did I not do a deep dive into hiring this nanny who would only work for me for a couple of months? Okay, but I did not do a deep enough dive into her as a nanny, and I hired her. She was in my house. I had no idea she had been hanging out with her son. And then redhead mama and blonde hair mama is again becoming great friends, bonding. Because why? I feel guilty because my nanny kidnapped your son. Okay, and then redhead mama feel guilty because my son is missing. Okay, so over time, again, this all happens in like 10 days of each other. Okay, a whole 10-day ordeal. So redhead mama, okay, and blonde hair mama are now bonding as friends, and blonde hair mama is really there for. He's very supportive of red hair mother. Okay, because red hair mama husband is kind of weird. Okay, and then blonde hair mama husband ain't shit because blonde hair mama husband felt like, oh, I sometimes need a break. And blonde hair mama, Dakota Fanning, was always either working or being a mom or being called away or even feeling like the school parents and the school people look down upon me because I am not as free with my time as other parents. I'm working. I'm a working mom, okay? But they're bonding over just their guilt over stuff, okay? But again, we now know blonde hair mama's nanny kidnapped their son. And I'm like, why the fuck did she do that? Okay. Now in between time, in the meantime, we kind of find out things, secrets, lies, okay, about the supporting cast. Because again, we also see a couple of things, all the cast. Okay. Now, blind hair mama feel like I am overwhelmed. My husband really tells me he just needs free time to not be a parent, okay? And I should help whenever he needs me to help, even if it ruins my life. If I'm working hard and I have a meeting to go to because he don't feel like being home, I have to cancel my meeting to come home. And at one point, she said to him, "You always ask me when you have our child, when will I be home? I never call you and say, hey, when you come home, because you're always trying to get out of being a parent." Well, honey, I just have to have my free time. You knew this when you married me. I love my free time. And because she like, okay, I don't want to argue. So we see she's in an unhappy marriage. So I'm like, did she put her nanny up to kidnapping the baby? Okay. To maybe blame her husband so he go to jail. Okay. And he's going, I don't know. But she's living a very stressful, unhappy married life, a good mom, but she just doesn't speak up enough and say, hey, husband, you ain't shit. And at one point, she had one of the other moms watching her son. And the lady said, hey, I saw your husband like in the park, like on the phone. She's like, no, he's at school. She's like, no, your husband with lollygagging in the park. Okay, so I don't know what I have going on, but maybe figure out your own stuff and like maybe not worry about redhead mom stuff. Cause she's like, bitch, don't you try to judge me, ho. Okay. So blonde hair mama go and find her husband sitting in his car in a park, scrolling social media, eating chips. And she's pissed because I had to ask the rude bitch of the school to watch our child because I had a work meeting and you told me you had class. Come to find out, he stopped having class like last semester. And so he'll make up lies and say, yeah, I have class. He's just doing nothing, eating chips. And she said, I wish I had time to do it. I can't even pee in peace. And you expect me to do every fucking thing and you are happy knowing I'm unhappy. You know what? I want a divorce. Okay. Again, that was her cross to bear. The brother who happened to be handicapped. Okay. He wasn't like, it wasn't horrible or whatever, but he hates walking with his like walker. He wants to really be in a wheelchair. His brother, though, blue shirt, is like, no, the wheelchair makes you weak, be strong, even though walking is like literally painful for him. He has to take pain meds, whatever, and he feel like my brother just wants me to be stuck on these pain meds. Then this sister, who's an addict, come to find out she's fucking and dating black men. Okay, the eldest character, they're like in a relationship secretly. Okay, and that's why it's a weird tension because no one knows they're having sex. I was like, Lord Jesus. So her lie is, yes, I was on drugs. Yes, I'm an addict, whatever, but I'm also dating black men, our friend. Black man, the eldest, is a gambling addict. And I'm like, not a gambling addict or whatever. And come to find out, they work like an investment firm or whatever. He was like stealing money and then like shifting money from one account to the other to cover for stealing. Because why he's been gambling, he's an addict. So he is a gambling addict, dating a drug addict who has a handicapped brother who's always on drugs. Because why he's handicapped. And then the daddy. Oh, the daddy. He has this complex where he has to feel like people need him. When blonde hair mama was really being a good friend to red hair mama, he felt like, no, let me help her. I don't need you helping her. I know it's not your fault that your nanny stole our child, but I need you to know, even if my wife, is not mad at you, I ain't there yet. So leave and let me be there for my wife. And I'm like, but that wasn't nice at all because she didn't really do nothing wrong. Okay. So again, we now know again bad marriage, draft or whatever. I don't want to be handicapped anymore, whatever. I am a gambling addict and he took money from an account of red hair mama to cover his gambling debts or whatever. So we then see the exposure of all this shit. The husband, blue shirt, lied to handicap brother and said, hey, there's this trial that can possibly help you walk again, but it ain't a good fit for you. Handicap brother gets a phone call from said, no, he calls them and say, hey, I know y'all said I wasn't a good candidate, but if y'all can like keep me on the list, if any trials come through that can kind of help me have a better quality of life. And they was like, what do you mean? Like we told your brother you were a perfect candidate to have this done and it can help you. He was like, motherfucker. So a handicap brother gets drunk, gets in his wheelchair, is rolling all around the house, pissed. I can't believe you. You lied and blah 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 blah. I know what you did. You want me to stay dependent upon you. That's some bullshit. He has to admit, I lied and said he wasn't a good fit, but he was, okay? Because you wouldn't want to be better. And what happens if you get better? You don't want to work. You're like, I do want to work. I just, yes, I've been comfortable because you have always made me feel like I need you. Okay. Brother then thinks the sister stole handicap brother some pain meds. And she's like, I didn't steal shit. I know I'm on drugs, okay? I'm just fucking a black man. So that comes out, okay. Then black man gets found out because what he was taking the money because he relapsed gambling, lost a whole bunch of money, was moving money over to cover the debt until he can, pay the money back or whatever. So those are all the sequels, right? No, the brother. Okay, I'm sorry. No, the husband, blue shirt. Handicapped brother was like, you keep saying stuff about the dad got hurt as a kid, but you weren't in the room. So how do you know like what I said and this and when you weren't in the room? And it was like, right, you wasn't even there. Come to find out, the husband, blue shirt, was the actual one that tripped his brother, caused him to fall and become permanently disabled. He allowed the sister to think she did it. It was her fault. Like, this happened when like he was 10 and they were all like 10 and under, all children. But again, he allowed his sister to think she, permanently disabled her brother. So that made her be a drug addict. He then made the brother feel like, well, you're better off, in pain and forever trying to get better. I'm like, he's a horrible person. He said, well, I was 10. I didn't know. And when mom came home, sister just said she did it and I just didn't say shit. They're like, yeah, but for 30 fucking years, you never said nothing. It made us feel like you made me think for life that I hurt our brother and the jerk while I'm on drugs. He said, I gave you reason to live a reckless, free life forever. I gave you an out to do whatever it is you want to do. And I was like, he is a horrible person. What the fuck is going on? Okay. So again, he ain't shit, but whatever. But again, who I'm like, y'all up here fussing about dumb shit. The fucking baby's missing because the whole time all of this is going on, the news is coming to the house to do a story to try to find the fucking son. I'm like, y'all up here fussing. It's a baby missing, bitch. It's a baby missing. Oh, okay. And then they get a phone call. Hey, we found Milo. I'm like, what the fuck happened? How? Now we've seen a couple of scenes in between where someone called the daddy and said, no, the daddy called somebody and said, hey, I need you to get some money together. Yeah, remember I told you I need the money. Okay. So he got a bag full of cash. I'm like, did he kidnap his own kid? Like what's going on? Okay. So fuck all that shit. We then see the kidnapper story. Okay. Now again, she has befriended their nanny. She's changed her appearance. Okay. We now know she's a whole fake individual. Okay. We then see her backstory. She was a young girl, 16, 17 years old, pregnant with a boyfriend, poor, you know. Her boyfriend gets arrested. She's still pregnant and pissed. Okay. Her mom was like, oh, you was a horrible person or whatever. She ends up losing the baby. Okay, her baby dies. So she becomes a shell of herself. Okay. Now, at one point, they said the kidnapper has the son's plushy toy. Who the fuck? How the fuck did she get it? Like, who let her in? Blah 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 blah. We then see because of like the girl daddy was like a bookie, and he went to the house to collect from black man who was a gambler. Okay, and so she was innocently there as his daughter, and she ran into Milo, and Milo had a thing to where he sees colors and like computes a color into a taste or something like that or whatever. And she has the same thing. So he said, like, oh yeah, when I see green, I feel whatever. She's like, you know what, I have that too. So now she feels connected. Okay. So that's that on that. So I'm like, okay, so did she see herself in the kid and got like obsessed? So she is like, okay, my child is dead. I want to die. But this kid here who doesn't know how great he is, I can just take him. And so she had as a plan to get a job at the school with the other girl, all this shit where she gets a job with the other family to get close to Milo. She then pumps Milo. Then oh yeah, the family is rich. They have this and that. They're always gone for this or that. Okay, yes, security gets given too much information. I was like, girl, you dumb. I blamed their nanny for being so gullible and giving so much pertinence. Why would you tell somebody about the security system at the house? Why would you tell them this? It was crazy how much she gave. But again, she was like unknowingly because again, she is the other boy's nanny. Who cares? But again, her baby dies, so now she wants to kidnap Milo. Okay. And she puts all this into play. Her boyfriend gets out of jail. Hey, I'm gonna kidnap him because they don't know how great he is. I want to have him. He like, you fucking crazy, girl. What's wrong with you? No. You can't do that. Then they kidnap him. Shit go crazy because her boyfriend gets caught on the news, and so he's not a witness. Not a witness. He's a person of interest. Okay, so what we gonna do? It's the kid we want. Okay, cool. I'm gonna call my dad because my dad is a bookie. He also knows how to get passports and fake IDs. Whatever. We need a fake ID, a fake passport for me, you, and Milo to escape the world. Okay, and so we see that kind of happen. Her daddy was like, no, fuck all that. Your boyfriend is down the news. We have to give him back and just escape. Okay. Her daddy then kills her boyfriend and she doesn't know. Okay. She thinks her boyfriend is left, but no, her daddy killed him. So we then see her daddy gets killed. So we thinking, oh, did she kill her daddy because he tried to get Milo back? Because they didn't find Milo. We like, who the fuck? Because he was found in the trunk of a car. Safe and sound. Well, yeah, someone put me in the trunk and then drove me here, and then that was it. And now I'm back home. Hi, mom. Hi, dad. And I'm like, wait, her boyfriend's dead. Her daddy dead. Who the fuck? So who's the other culprit? Whatever. So we then see dun 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 what really happened because she then comes to their house with a gun. You have my son. I'm like, you crazy bitch. Okay. She has came to the house, then snuck in the door. Okay. And we kind of see what really happened. So 6 years ago, her baby didn't die. She birthed her baby. We see her driving home from the hospital. Okay. Boom. Gets in a car accident. Okay. She hits them. Well, they hit each other. They have a collide and they hit. Both of them birth babies on the same day. Both of them going home with their babies, their sons, on the same day. I'm like, bitch, what? So we see the crash hit, and we see the nanny in the hospital being told by the nurse, your baby died. Your baby did not survive the crash. She's like, no, I heard my baby crying. They're like, no, the other baby survived. Your baby died. The baby in your car died. So her whole thing was, my child died in a car accident. I'm depressed. When she then sees Milo that one day and realized he had the exact same condition I have, that's my baby. My child didn't die. That's my baby. We then see Swap. They get hit, and we see their version. The crash happens. Now, Nanny is knocked out. Redhead mama knocked out too. The only person awake in the accident is the fucking husband. Okay? He think his wife is dead. And she quiet. He then see his son, the baby's dead. It was a bad car accident, okay? The baby, his baby's dead. Dead, dead, dead. Okay? He then hear Nanny's baby crying. Now again, she in her car, knocked out. He never sees her face. So he goes and grabs her. Her baby's the only baby alive, okay? And he did call 911 or whatever. And when he hears the 911 coming, he's holding his baby. Now he's holding her baby, her live baby. He's looking at his His dead baby is in his car. He put the dead baby into her car and kept the live baby for him. Now his wife, redhead mama, was like knocked out in the hospital for days because she was really really hurt. So when she came to, all she knew is it was a car accident, and this is our child. The husband stole the baby, and no one knew. The husband tripped his brother, disabled the brother, and no one knew. The daddy made a phone call and got some money he never told his wife. I was like, oh, he is diabolical. Okay. Because this whole time we thinking, oh, the nanny stole someone, baby. No, she not again. She did the right thing, but in the extremely wrong way. Now, and even though up until this point, we thought she was we thought that she killed her boyfriend until we saw her daddy did it. We then thought that she killed her father until we see her father put Milo in the bathtub and said someone's coming to meet us. He met somebody to get some money. And I'm like, well, that means she didn't kill anybody at this point in time. However, at the house, she's now saying, oh, that's my child, and I have proof. Okay. It's a tussle for the gun. She ends up shooting black man. So Lance gets shot, he died. Okay. Um, she sent the sister out to make the call 911 because then she didn't want to hurt nobody. She like, I got proof. That's my child. If you just listen to this phone call, come to find out, her father called him and said, I got your child. I want some money. Meet me somewhere. Okay. So the father met the daddy at the hotel and he recorded the conversation and he didn't know. And he like, yeah, if anybody was to find out that your baby died and Milo was really my grandson, you know what would happen then. Maybe threatening them, but I'm gonna want more money later. So the daddy, the father right here, kills the man, hits him over the head, so he killed him. He then blindfolded his son, put his son in the trunk, drove the car somewhere safe to call the police to come find him. Then went home as if nothing ever happened. Except he didn't know the dead man had recorded on the phone. So the nanny had the phone, give the phone to redhead mama. And crazy husband is now fighting the nanny over the gun. And she's saying, no, take the gun. I don't want the gun. Take the gun. I don't want it. He then shoots and kills her. And redhead mama like, you didn't have to kill her. You didn't have to. Yes, I did. Yeah, she came here. She shot the black man, Lance. Lance, jealous. She shot him. You know, she stole Milo. I did it. And she was like, "What the fuck? You you killed her." Police come. Okay, we now know the crazy man that killed all these things. She go outside and she hears the phone call, and she hear him saying like, "You stole the baby." She then realized, oh my God, you stole the baby. Our baby died. And for the past 6 years, we've been raising someone else's baby who thought her child died. And he said, look, it was a bad accident. I thought you were dead. I thought she was dead or whatever. And before I could think about it, I just took a baby. And then you lived, and we thought she died because she posted she died. And then we've been with him ever since. So, and I also killed her daddy because he was going to keep coming after us. I had no choice. But I was like, and the whole time she's like, my husband didn't, at this point in time, he's killed 2 people. Okay, at least. Okay. He handicapped his brother at 10 years old. Car accident, our baby died. Okay. Stole a baby. Okay. Lied and never told me that you had a ransom call for our son. Went to meet the people You took our son and put him in a trunk. Who are you? I'm your husband. I'm his father. I love you. You would do the same thing. Okay. And I'm like, oh, he's crazy. Now, because every time he'd been lying his whole life. And before he shot the nanny lady, she said, no matter what you do, redhead mama, keep him away from Milo. Protect Milo. Because she had heard the phone call of him saying, it's my son, my son. And you hear him murdering the daddy. So her thing was, I didn't come here to hurt anybody. I even mistakenly shot your black friend. Every time somebody tried to tap her with a gun, she shot the gun off. But when he fought her, he point blank shot her as she's saying, no, take the gun. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. He's pushing the gun on her. He turns the gun and he shoots it. I was like, oh my God. But if the police know he shot her on purpose, it's crazy. If they find out Milo's not ours, they'll take him. So where I'm like, I can't even say shit. But the police say something seems, we know something off, but we don't know what. Okay, some shit don't seem right, but whatever. So now they got to go to the black man funeral because again, she dead, the case is closed, and he then said, "Hey, look, the case is closed. You know, they no one has to know anything. We can go back to how things were, just you and me." Okay, now we want one because again, she has confided in Blonde Hair Mama. So she tell Blonde Hair Mama what happened. Hey, my husband killed the daddy, killed the nanny, and now I'm stuck because I can't divorce him. He's a killer. I can't do anything because he will probably kill me too. I'm stuck. What the fuck can I do? It's okay. Like, trust me. I'm here. We'll get it figured out. Okay. So again, they have to go to black man funeral. Okay. And as a united front. Because again, that's my husband. I love him. He loves me. We're a happy family. Now, before Black Man died, he told them, hey, yes, I stole some money from my gambler, but I'm selling my house. So my house sells, I'll pay all of it back. He had an amazing, great house. Okay. So house sold, so stuff get paid back. But again, the brother, wait a minute, okay, hold on. Because handicapped brother, where is it? Handicapped brother is pissed because you've been lying to me my whole life. I'm pissed at you. Sister is pissed because you felt like I stole our brother's drugs, and it turns out the drugs was in a different cabinet. And my boyfriend, who's now dead, you felt like we weren't a good couple. So I'm pissed at you because you're a horrible brother. Now his siblings don't know none of what he did to the dead people. But again, they're pissed at him, even at Black Man funeral. Okay. Red hair mama, like, I have to do something. He has a soy allergy. So the whole family always makes sure, what either does or does not have soy. So at the funeral, hey husband, I missed you. And they do a passionate kiss. And I was like, y'all been passionate all this time. And then he started, so, oh my God, I must have ate something that had soy in it and just didn't think about it. Okay, cool. I got my EpiPen. Okay, because she always makes sure he has EpiPen in his pocket. So EpiPen, stab. He's like, it's not working. It's not working. It's expired. He's like, you always make sure I have an up-to-date one. Oh my God, I don't know what happened. Okay, sister, go. So he's having an allergic reaction. Go to the car and get the emergency one. Okay, cool. She runs to the car. It's not here, child. And as he's sitting there, gasping for air, he's like, you always have the spare. She said, yeah, I usually do. I was like, bitch, Now she thought, I have to kill you. And the only way to easily kill you without me getting in trouble is if it's an accidental allergy death. Okay? Yeah, and girl, I was like, oh, that's how you plot a murder. Because again, he's already murdered the nanny. He murdered her daddy. He handicapped his brother. She found out, but he never told her about the ransom. He went and basically kidnapped back the son because he said, I couldn't let anyone know I got a ransom call because then they'll know he not our son. So yeah, he's been lying and just this whole time. So I gotta kill you. And then he dies. And the cop, because the cops were in it a lot or whatever, the cops always felt like something is up. Okay, something ain't right. All these people together, it's something weird, but we can't prove it. Okay, so the ending is like the sister going to talk to the police, and they're like, are you sure your sister-in-law didn't like purposefully eat something with soy to kill your brother? She's like, I didn't see her do that. Does she make mistakes? Not all the time, but again, all that went on, I don't know. And then we see her flashing back to her brother being like an asshole to her. Just making her feel like she ain't shit. And so her point was, I don't care who killed him. I don't care. He dead now. Is that all? I was like, and the cop right here, the mirror here, with this holding on to the red mama, like his son has also had special needs. And so it's like, what would you do for your kid? And so he realized, I think it's some weird shit. Because when talking to the nanny's mama, come to find out, oh, the nanny had this rare condition of like shapes and colors and all this shit, like Milo. And you have to inherit that from your parents. And Milo's parents don't have that. But however, the crazy man who kidnapped him does. Oh, and y'all both had babies the same day. So after her husband is killed by her, the cop come and say, so yeah, your son has, this rare condition that's inherited from kids, that's inherited from their parents. Your nanny had it. So I think he must have got it from her. And the case is closed, but I want you to know what I knew. And I was like, so he figured it out. But at this point, like, what can we do? Because he also knew the husband wasn't shit. Okay. And then the ending is them sitting on the porch, two white women drinking some wine, watching their children. Two white women who had mainly fucked up husbands who did not treat them the best in one way or another. Both had lying husbands. One was a killer, the other was lazy, and now we're both, well, I'm a widow, you divorced. Our sons are friends. My nanny dead. Your nanny would never work for us again, but we're friends. And now we're sitting here happy as clams as a widower and a divorced woman with our children. I said, And I'm like, it's all her fault. It technically was all his fault, not her. But again, all season long, it was people blaming one of them. Oh, well, the red mama did not check the phone. It was all her fault. The blind mama did not check that girl's references good enough. It's all her fault. Oh, the sister tripped the brother. Now he's disabled. It's all her fault. And in hindsight, it was all his fault. I was like, bitch. Now, I hope it's a season 2 with a different case. You know what I'm saying? That whose fault is it? Whose fault could it be? Because again, all her fault it was so many clues and here and there that we did not know who would be not. But the one thing I will say is not the black man being the only one that. But no, the two white men died too. The black man died almost last. I'm just saying, okay. But again, it was a good show, y'all. I would have never guessed because we then see the real way things happen of her realizing that's my son. And then at one point we seen her boyfriend like saw him too. He was like, he looks just like my grandfather. Like he's a spitting image of my family. So they then realized he is our son. And had they been able to get a passport with him, they would have read, or had the boyfriend face that been on the news. Okay. But again, she went about things the wrong way. That's my son. She's like, no, it's my son. It's like, no, bitch, yours died. Your husband lied to you and took my baby. And here's the proof. And then, girl, I was like, it's all their fault. So that is my recap of all eight. Again, it was eight. It was 8 episodes. On it was on Prime. Who was it on? It was on no, Peacock. A good show. I was like, look, child, every parent, just do a DNA test. Make sure it's your baby. Like if you are knocked out after, because again, the nanny was knocked out and woke up being told her baby died, whereas her mama woke up being told by her husband, you know, our baby's fine. You was in a coma a couple days, but again, we home, we happy. And had her father not been the bookie for the black man and went to their house to, you know, get money from him, she would have never seen Milo and then realized, oh my God, that's my child. My child didn't die. Because Milo said, I don't remember coming from my mom. You know what, Milo? Because I'm your mama. I was like, girl. But y'all, it was a good show. Okay, look again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I gotta go. I will have more content up. If you do not know, I review all kind of stuff. So go on over to my channel. Okay, watch the other videos. Okay, watch the conversations and stuff. Okay, and have a good time. Anyway, you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I gotta go. Bye.